Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Please hit like. Please share with your friends. Love to have lots of subscribers out here today. We're going to have a little chat about pocket watches. And then I'm going to be doing a couple more videos later on repairing pocket watches. So the chat today is specifically about two watches that I just received, right? This watch here is one that I already maintained, and I sent it out to the customer and it was working, and then he reshipped it to someone else and then it wasn't working. So I'm just curious as heck what happened. What I do know is that when I got it back, I tried to wind it a bit, and oh my God, whoever it was, they wound the crap out of it. So it is what I would call overwound, just overwound. It wound it right to the end of the spring. So I'm going to have to take this watch apart and do some work on it and see what's going on here. I don't think the balance staff is broken, like the pivots and the balance are broken. So I don't think that's the problem. I'll have to check and see if maybe the impulse jewel got loose or something. I'll have to check that out and make sure that it didn't. And then the second watch I have here is a very nice old Hunter watch. And let me just see if I can open the cover here. Always press the button down first before you open the cover. There's the old Hunter watch, and I tried winding this a little bit too, and holy crap, this one is wound even more than the other one. This is like crazy tight. So just a little piece of advice for you people out there that have pocket watches. If they're not working, they're not ticking, try to move them sideways like that to see if you can get them going. If you can't get them going, then don't wind it more. Okay, so what happens when you wind it more is you tighten the spring even more around the barrel. And when you're tightening the spring around the barrel, it causes all kinds of issues. Let me draw it. Now, you guys know how much I love to draw pictures. So here we go. Pay attention. I'm going to tip my hat up so you can actually see me looking down. What a brave man I am. And I got a rock pork pad. So here's the barrel of the pocket watch. I'm just going to draw it a ridiculously big size. And much like Leonardo da Vinci, I'm able to draw a perfect circle. Yeah, right, not. Okay, there's the barrel. And in the barrel, there's an arbor, like this. And then the arbor has a little notch. I'll just draw the notch like that to catch the spring. And there's a lid and other things on the barrel, but then the spring gets caught, right? So let me draw the spring. So once you've wound this thing around this way a million times, the spring is going to look like this, all caught up around the barrel. And I'm telling you, it's going to be tight around the barrel. So I'm drawing it at like that, a little bit exaggerated here. And it's going to be like that. And then because you've wound it out so darn much, it's going to launch off at some point to the wall of the barrel, like this. And if you're lucky, depending on the type hook, let's say there's a barrel hook on there. Go here like this and draw the hook. Let's say there's a hook like that on the barrel. Then the spring would hook onto the hook and then go a little bit further, usually, like that. Now what happens when you wind this thing up? First of all, you can actually set the spring, and the spring is set. I hear the spring is set when you take it out of the barrel, and it's smaller than the movement. That means the spring is set. If it springs out larger than the actual watch movement, then you can still reuse the spring. This is a little tip I got recently, I think. So when you're winding it like that, there's a chance of, first of all, the spring letting go right here where the hook is and snapping off the hook, either breaking the hook or breaking the barrel. So, and I've got my hook in the wrong direction here, by the way, in case anybody was paying attention. The hook would go that way, like that. And the hook, normally, if you looked at this, you would see the spring. I'm going to draw a big spring like that. It would go like this, and then dot, 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 dot. And then there'd be an opening, like an eye, like that. And then the hook would go through that eye, and that's what would hold the spring, the mainspring onto the side of the barrel. That's one type of mainspring. There are other types of mainsprings that are leafy like this, and they're folded over like that, and then they hook onto the barrel like this, that kind of thing. So there are many different types of mainsprings, but the main point is that you're likely going to damage the watch if you wind it to its extremity, right? You can wind it. I usually give a pocket watch 20 winds. you don't need to wind it till you can't stop winding it. So you got to stop doing that, folks. You just got to stop doing it. So when I get the watch, I get so many pocket watches that are wound. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger got the pocket watch and went, "La, la, la, la. I need to wind the watch." It's a pretty damn poor Arnold. Anyway, I get a lot of pocket watches that are way overwound. It makes it more difficult for me to actually take the tension off of the mainspring if you wind it up like that, because I actually have a hard time. I have to put a little more wind on that watch to actually take the ratchet wheel or the ratchet itself, and then and then take that and did I say ratchet? I meant click. Anyway, and move the click out of the way to allow me to unwind it. So that's the problem. So you've got to stop winding these pocket watches up until the very extreme limits of the crown, and until your forearms are so jacked that you've wound this thing up that you're never ever going to unwind this thing. And then you're probably in a bad mood when you're winding it like that, and you're just screaming and yelling and going, "I hate somebody, I really hate somebody." So please don't do that. So that can cause damage on the barrel. It can on the hook and the barrel. It can cause damage on the mainspring, and it's a pain in the A to actually remove the watch movement. Pause for comic relief. That's it. Now it's actually a pain to actually take the tension off of the barrel if you wind it up like that. It's just almost impossible to do. So that's my quick little video on trying not to do this anymore. And we're going to just take this one apart and see what the heck is going on here and see if I can fix this thing again. Thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for hitting like. It's a quick video today. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you got any watches that you want me to fix, let me know. Just send an email to jdwatchservice@gmail.com. jdwatchservice@gmail.com. I think that's my email address. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.